Hi there. So anyway, you might have noticed my follower goal might have shrunk a number or two. Small problem there. There's about 4 different places in Twitch I can see my stats. They all report slightly different numbers. Wait, I can hear myself. Not in a good way. Oh, it's my phone, right? There we go. Anyway, I was about to say, I'm currently using the stats off the Path to Affiliate achievement. Again, goal is to hit affiliate by May 20th. If that's the case, I will celebrate by making my first affiliate stream Needy Streamer Overload. Yes, seriously. Meanwhile, we ended up stopping in the middle of the quest because my head started to get really funny. The good news is I'm feeling okay today, so we should be good. Mostly we're going to be doing the quests that are around Meridian right now. It's probably going to be mostly a side questing stream, no problem. Wow. You know what? Let me check something. Yeah, this is actually out past... You know what? That's out past where the main story is, so... Let's turn around for now. I didn't realize it was that far off, so let's turn around. We can fast travel out to that camp later. And let's pick up the other 2 quests, see where they are. We'll go with what's nearby. You can get up now.
Watch out for the Asaron merchants. They'll soon cheat you.
Okay, so there's a quest up there. How do I get to it? I have no idea how to get up there, but there's other stuff over there I could get at. Excuse me.
Kept the wheel turning all day. Pilot forge. I was thinking about going to the lake next week. If they'll let me.
Okay, this is awkward. This is better.
Who are they?
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
That's a worrying statement.
Oi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Oh, good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
Okay.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learned how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
Fair assessment. Coincidentally, this sounds like it would be history repeating. Reliance on the machines is kind of how we got here, I think.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold...
We're on Twitch, don't.
They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
You're a merchant?
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl, Nora girl, Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities, risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right, I'm more of a gambler.
Weird way to put it.
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
So, besides the Nora Nakarja, we're aware of the Banuk and the Osram. I wonder if they have any settlements we'll find in-game. Sounds like the Banuk might, at least.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well, then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Glad we did those hunting ground trials earlier, so we can get in here.
Captain Ursa thought herself impervious to its... By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right. You're new here.
So, the whole Nora thing is, from what we can tell, they stick to the sacred lands and tend not to really leave it, save for the occasional seeker like us.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
So there's your reason to get full ranks on all the hunting grounds.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
I'm not sure we're going to do that. Oh, hello. What are you?
Been doing this since I was...
Bylaws of the... Wrong button. Bylaws of the Hunter's Lodge, Section 1, Preamble. The hunt is the noblest pursuit in the Sundom, save those of the Sun King and his Sun Priest. The hunt is strength, the hunt is honor. The hunt protects, the hunt preserves. What is the hunt but competition? What is competition without rank, honor, and victor? The Lodge tends law and lore to the hunt, so we all know who has prevailed. Thus, the Lodge is not just its members and not just its house in Meridian, it is the spirit of the hunt, a code to be honored, an ideal to be lived. Only those of the noblest blood can embody the noblest ideals. As such, only Karja males of pure blood may honor the Lodge and read in its house. That's one of the things that got overturned recently. In fact, yeah. By order of His Radiance Vod, 14th Sun King of the Karja, by Law 5 of Section 1 is hereby rescinded. Everyone's welcome. Section 2, Membership. No hunter shall gain admittance to the Lodge without 3 half-suns, 1 with honor at any of the hunting grounds. See Section 5 below. There are 2 classes of member, Hawk being senior, Thrush being junior. The rank of Thrush can only be gained through the sponsorship of a Hawk. Each Hawk may sponsor only 1 Thrush. There can be only 7 Hawks. A Thrush can only become a Hawk through the death of his sponsor. Weird way to handle things. The Hawk who hunts the greatest prey shall become Sunhawk and lead a lodge. In the event the equality of prey is in dispute, the Hawk who hunted first shall remain first as Sunhawk. Only Karja males of pure blood may become Thrush, Hawk, or Sunhawk, which, again, next rule is how that got overturned. Section 3, Proof of the Hunt. The greatest hunts often bear no witness, therefore a trophy must be kept. A trophy must be submitted to the Sunhawk as proof of victorious hunt. The trophy must be intact, undamaged, and from a recent hunt. Sunhawk shall have final authority in any dispute over a trophy's worth. Only Karja males, again, that got overturned. Section 4, to protect and preserve. A hunt for its own sake is noble, a hunt in the service of others is blessed by the sun. When called upon, hawks and thrushes must undertake any reasonable hunt asked of them if it serves to protect the citizens of the Sundom. The Sunhawk has sole authority to negotiate any fees or bounties associated with any hunt undertaken by members of the Lodge on behalf of the Sundom. Any profit from any hunt undertaken by members of the Lodge on behalf of the Sundom shall be spared by all 7 Hawks, administered by the Sunhawk. Only Karja males, again, overturned. And hunting grounds. For the purpose of training and recruiting the best and greatest hunters, the Lodge shall provide and maintain hunting grounds. Each hunting ground shall test a different range of skills, through 3 trials created by its keeper in consultation with the Sunhawk. There shall be 3 rewards for each trial, in ascending order of performance: half sun, full sun, blazing sun. For reference, we've done the 3 trials in 1 hunting ground. We have full sun on all 3 of them. Hunters who prove themselves by winning the requisite number of suns may be entitled to special gear at the Lodge at the discretion of the Sunhawk. The Lodge shall provide funds for the construction and maintenance of all trials and facilities at hunting grounds. The Lodge shall receive all profits associated with the sale of parts, ammunition, and equipment from all hunting grounds. Any profits removed from the hunting ground shall be shared by all 7 hawks administered by the Sunhawk. Keepers shall be chosen exclusively by the Sunhawk and serve for a term of 7 years. There seems to be an obsession with the number 7 here. Only males again overturned. We should go upstairs. We were supposed to talk to someone up, in fact. Make it easier to find them. The Record of Red Maw by inquiring Jandaman historian in residence at the Hunter's Lodge. It's well known that facts recede into fiction as they become memories, and fresh facts themselves are ephemeral among the rumors and legends of the South. This is especially true in the case of Red Maw, the most terrible of Thunderjaws. We saw Thunderjaw. We avoided that. A machine which is nothing if not legendary, for few who have laid eyes upon it have survived, and among them even fewer can be trusted not to embellish their tales. All that said, here I have endeavored to truthfully chronicle all the calamities attributed to the beast, and all the expeditions meant to end such calamities once and for all. None have succeeded. As of this writing, the terror of the South still roams free, scarred perhaps, but deadly as the day the sun first shone upon its onward hide. In the early spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, the freehold was destroyed near the hands of the flood. 9 bodies were recovered, 8 riddled with cannon rounds, 1 flattened completely. Eesh. No witnesses survived, though never proven, is widely thought to be Red Maw's first attack. In the late spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 4 hunters set out from Sunstone Rock to track the machine or machines responsible for the destruction of the freehold. None returned. Their bodies were subsequently found in the south, 3 blasted, 1 stomped. Never proven, but thought to be Red Maw's work. In the early summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 6 mercenaries set out from Meridian to track the machine or machines responsible for the loss is described above. 1 returned, ribs crushed, clavicle fractured. He spoke of a thunderjaw which split a man in half with a single bite. This is the first confirmed sighting of the legendary machine and the one which gave it its name. In the late summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 8 set off from Meridian to track Red Maw. None returned. 6 bodies were found near Blackwing Snag, 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 swallowed his own tongue. Whoa! Evidently in a spasm of terror, suffocating. What a way to go, dude. In the autumn of the 18th year of his reign, the Sun King Jiran commanded the Hunter's Lodge to send an expedition south in pursuit of Red Maw. After numerous logistical delays, 3 hawks and their thrushes set out in winter. Only 1 pair returned, reporting the deaths of the others. 2 blasted, 1 stomped, 1 decapitated. Excuse me, that was my phone toppling over. The survivors were sacrificed for cowardice, 1 gutted by a sawtooth, the other skewered by kestrels. After this setback, members of the Lodge grew wary of pursuing the legendary Thunderjaw. Only the proudest hawks ever considered it. Aspirants to the Lodge, however, foolish in their ambition, eagerly took part in subsequent hunts. In the summer of the 19th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, the destruction of a caravan south of the Spurflints, 3 blasted, 2 stomps, 1 immolated, reignited interest in Red Maw. 3 expeditions totaling 15 mercenaries went after the machine with only 3 survivors. 9 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 liquefied. Okay, what has this thing been doing? In the early spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a cohort of 12 soldiers headed from the rain gatherers to the light were set upon by the beast. Only 1 survived, 1 blasted, 1 stomped, 10 crushed with their fleeing footsteps when their fleeing footsteps triggered an avalanche. And this is getting more ridiculous the further I read. In the late spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, 3 cohorts totaling 24 men went in search of Red Maw. Alas, they were ambushed by stalkers and only 4 survived. 24 sniped, 6 exploded. Understandably, this ended pursuit of Red Maw for some time. In the summer of the first year of the reign of Sun King Abad, a group of 6 Osrim traders were attacked by the beast. One blasted 3 stumps, one spit into a ravine. The lone survivor petitioned Captain Ursa to send the vanguard after the monster, but the request was denied. However, 3 additional expeditions, comprised of mercenaries and hunters aspiring to the lodge, were subsequently commissioned. I'm just going to skip ahead a bit and note that they all... Oh god. Note the highlights. 1 tripped on his own spear, 2 died from frostbite, 3 retreated off a cliff. How do you do that? And 1 survivor, 2 survivors, 2 survivors. The last known sighting of a red maw occurred in the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Avad. Tarkus, Hawk of the Lodge, got word of a sighting near Thunderhead and head off to take the beast on his own. His thrush, Alana, arrived at the scene too late, just as Tarkus was dying of his wounds, multiple perforations. Telena testified that as Red Maw lumbered off through the trees, she could see the spear of her mentor embedded in its hide. I'm betting Red Maw's out there and it's something we could potentially fight. I'm not sure if it's going to be anything more than a somewhat tougher than normal Thunder Maw. Hi, buddy.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Huh. Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me, is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well.
That was a good
Talana
response.
is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
As I noted, I think I noted before the Nora are probably not well liked by the other tribes because they tend to just stick to the sacred lands and are a bit high and mighty about it. I have a feeling that the Nora might be kind of xenophobic. And the fact that they are really anti-tech means they might be just kind of stuck in their own corner of the world while everyone else is trying to get by.
You're Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
What
Today?
happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw.
We read about that.
You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole. Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes a Sunhawk.
Okay.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
You know, there's one part of me that has this sinking suspicion that, do you think every once in a while do you think a hawk suffers an accident, if you'll note the air quotes? Just a thought. I wouldn't be surprised if that shows up as a plot point later.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
I wouldn't be surprised if the plot here is we're going to find Red Maw, we're going to hunt hunt it, and that's how we get Hawk.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 sawtooths, 2 ravagers, and a stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me?
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis spoil.
So, we've seen a stalker. I don't think we've ever encountered another. Sawtooths are relatively common right now. Don't think we've ever seen a Ravager. Let's get this started and then we'll look. I think hunting for the lodge will... If we go a long time and never seem to get it done, I'll start going out of my way. But for now, I'll just keep an eye out.
Lenora, I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed.
Nice hat.
These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices. Not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. And while Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the Jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spires shining.
So clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Glint hawks are... Well, we recently learned if you light them on fire, they drop like a stone, so that helps. Snapjaws aren't so bad. I'm not sure what the priest is going to entail. I doubt they want me to shoot him in the face.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Karja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end, he said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Let's hear about the
Where
brother.
is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
So that's why he wants an outsider.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
Let's see. That's interesting. The Banuk camp's way over there. And it looks like that's near the entry point to the Frozen Wilds. Out of curiosity, if I were to honor the Fallen. Let's do the Fallen first. It's all very close. And just to check. Okay, so honor the fallen.
You're well.
Yeah, it appears they want me to take the elevator down. The game hasn't commentated on it yet, but I still find it interesting that it looks like Meridian might have electricity. Because that looks like it's an electric light. Again, the air physics go a little funny here. Hello.
Metalbot here, good prices, fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court, not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap-maw lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
Why do you look like you're wearing
Only
underwear on
grant
your
my
head?
Prayers. Never mind snap-maw lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long-leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap-maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg lenses at a time like this.
Guys.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court. Like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
A snap-maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap-maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off. That's rich. Listen, Huntress. Long leg lens.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your medal.
Yeah, I was about to say, we probably already have the snap-maw lens because we fought a few of them. I think we've only ever fought one long leg. I can't even recall if we got diluted or not. We'll just keep an eye on that.
You're trying to attract.
There's plenty of work here.
We were agreed. I do the calling, you do the counting.
I would think so.
All right, let's go this way. Mazelands. Corn? Okay. Hide. Wait, there's a couple others. Charger. 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 Chargers aren't too bad. No, get the bow out.
I can get out of this.
He's gonna explode. Oh God. Wrong weapon. He lost sight of me. I might be able to get a strike on him. No, I won't. He saw me again.
No, I am not. This isn't...
I like this gun. Hello?
Helpful.
You know what? I wonder, could I just... Yeah, bring him over. And then silent strike. Okay, we can stand up again.
Save these for the trail. Hardy little plant. You'll help.
Wait.
This is where the Otaru wanted to say her goodbyes.
Not what I meant to do. Oh, right, snap maws. Whoa! There we go, that's one. I didn't see blaze tanks on them, though. Usually you can hit those and make them explode. I think I got one. There's another. Okay, that's 2.
That's it. Let me see here.
Whoa. Okay, I might be dead. Wait, got an opening.
Low and quiet does it.
Okay, we got one more.
Handy.
Do I have any potions? I have a few. And that could be useful.
I can still get the upper hand.
Nope, couldn't get it. Okay, fire to stun him for a moment. Oh god.
Gotta switch weapons.
Okay, that'll finish it.
Here we are again.
Unfortunately, that took a lot. Now we have to start patching ourselves up somehow.
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains. Thank you for making it safe for me to return.
I don't want to rush you, but it won't stay safe for long.
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. In the pool, I'll find the bracelet of seeds she dropped when she fell. The seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. She's passing from my memory into the jungles. I'll tell her it was I who died here and became a stranger in our own land, and she who still lives in every time of planting, of rains, harvests.
What is it?
There. her bracelet. And I thought she was behind me. But there's only my reflection.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time, I am.
Ooh. Oh, and just take a moment to top off Paul and Rainbow.
Can't be too prepared.
Okay, this is patching me up, but I could really gotta start getting some extra saved up. A lot of plant life here. Should be able to stock up a good bit if I just look around a little. Actually, didn't I say I need a couple pelts? It was fox and boar I needed.
Got one.
I am kind of going in the wrong direction. Let's point ourselves back towards the quest.
Keep that for later.
This one's closer. Go this way. We're just not going to bother you. Wait, I think I said I need a boar, so...
Good for an old remedy. This must be the Sun's Climb, where the Bannock wants to paint his mark.
I think this is going to be the Glint Hawks. I heard that. Get the fire arrows out, we're going to need them. Okay, we fight up here. Okay, that's one of the little guys down. Okay, that's two. Where's that last little idiot? Gotcha. Okay, the last one's just a Sun Priest, which hopefully will be easier to deal with. I'll get to you in a moment, buddy. I just want to go loot this. What the heck is this?
You're a question waiting for an answer.
You were a better hunter than I. I'll paint the mark while the spirits of the Glinthawks linger.
There'll be more where they came from.
Yes, there will
Stay off the
always
desk,
be more
please.
machines. Their spirits find new bodies, but we only last as long as memory. That's why I must leave this story. A monument to our vanished shamans, to the wisdom the Karja bled from us. The machine oil in the paint will preserve it. Preserve their memory against all that was cut away. You have my thanks, Hunter.
All right. Now we go back down. Don't mind me, buddy. We gotta go get to the third place, which again, just the priest. Shouldn't be so bad. I hope. And keep an eye out for stuff to fill the medicine pouch with. Not as bad as the last time, but it got low again. Don't mind me, buddy. We're not going to deal with the snap maws. Wait, that's a long... No, that's a Lancehorn. We need a long leg, so I'm going to ignore that then. Little detail in those things, kind of neat. When it starts getting darker, fireflies show up over anywhere you can hide in.
That's it. I'm already gone.
That's a broadhead. Nothing here. What the hell was that noise? What are you? There's someone over there. That's a long leg. We need a lens off it. Dude, not cool. I bet if I break its chest, it'll stop doing that. Not enough. There's a long leg lens. You could use some more fire arrows. Top off the bolts. You know what? I haven't gathered a bit of meat. Can I do any capacity upgrades? Yes, I can. Gotta remember to keep hunting wildlife when I can. Make a quick save while I'm here.
This must be the Shrine of Kings that Naman told me about.
Hi,
won't
buddy.
Get in there. That dried up old prune in a robe sees to that.
I can be persuasive. But what does an Oseram want with a Karja shrine anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what does a girl like you know of loss?
Try me.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. The Karja gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again.
Excuse me a moment.
They won't make me smile.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammered. That's the soul of him. But that shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Sorry about that. Cat wanted out of my room, but he's a little weird about it.
Every time I go near the statue, he
So,
shouts at me.
hopefully this doesn't result in us shooting him in the face.
We deserve to have a look.
It may have been meant for the...
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe has lost the light. Our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for shame.
I only one noticing the markings on his hat. They look very circuit-like.
So the Karja have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before Outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will, only to act upon it.
I thought Avad taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored his father, dishonored us all. To kill a Sun King. What shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the Mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood. There was no choice but to obey.
Your hat is ridiculous.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Youths and sycophants all. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is. A tantrum? A cry for attention?
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare to insult me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Karja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
And yet everyone but you seems happy they're gone.
The Forbidden West, he mentions. Huh. I think that's where you end up in the sequel. I'm hoping it gets on PC. I'm liking this, and I'd love to play the sequel one day.
I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
You don't believe in the throne, the priesthood, the army, or the city, so I guess you have no authority here.
I have the authority of the sun.
Then call it for help. No one else will listen.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
Hey.
That was surprisingly easy. Oh, hey, buddy, back here. I gotta talk to you.
Life on a plane was never easy. Living here and die there.
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for honoring my wish.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, any more than the Karja do.
This May spring, charcoal smoke from a dozen forges, well-paid work, decent liquor.
Alright, hand this in and we can do the other quest for that merchant duo.
Someone gives a wrong girl a pipe at the city guard the other day.
Looking forward to it.
Man, troops everywhere down here. Hello. It's more on the Mad Sun King. The reign of the Mad Sun King. Be warned, reader, this is a true account of the Mad Sun King Jiran's acts. These clips are blotted in blood. Truly, the savageries committed can barely be recounted. So pray to the cleansing sun for yourself and the teller of these tales. You will learn of the previous wounds inflicted in foreign lands and the reaping of sacrifice, the Red Raids, for the Mad Sun King would order a whole generation cut from each village, so they might more willingly supply sacrifices and be harder pressed to field fighting men in the next raid. The Ataru, who sought to appease with gifts of grain, were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest, the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Against the Osram, the Terror of the Sun piled the corpses of their fallen up to the walls of their villages, so his kestrels might clamor upon the dead to enter. And in the valley of the barbarian Nora, terrors of the savage east, such savagery ensured that the trees were dripped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Should you wish to read of the Mad King's depredations against his own people, your curiosity will not go unsated. In our accounts of the deaths of those sentenced to the Sun Ring, listed in such detail you might think it reported by their own clattering skulls once piled outside the city gate. Nor will you find a more harrowing account of his massacre of the Hunter's Lodge. Reading these accounts, you might imagine yourself among the brave hawks as they fought to last, bloodying the sand from dawn till dusk, or perhaps in the crowds as the loosed behemoths careened through the strands with the crashing of wood and bone. All this crazed bloodletting did the Mad Sun King take in with his pitiless gaze. Indeed, he would not even look away from the goring of his own son in that ring of death. Yes, fair-haired Cataman of the Dawn's Rising, and doomed for the crime of standing against his father. Such a true, complete account of the Mad Sun King Jiran's mysteries cannot be found in the history annals or heard from the reckoning of the Sun Priest. So with heavy heart that I must ascribe these events, leave no shocking detail, but my debt is to history and to you, brave reader. Oh man, I remember being told what this kind of stuff was based off. There used to be books like this. It's all fake, of course, and overly sensationalized. But it's basically one of those. And in many cases, the stories and questions were too hot for Twitch. So, even if I remembered, I probably couldn't go into detail.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Oh, wait, there's stuff over here. I really should open my boxes.
So you've come back to the temple.
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear what I had to say about reconciliation with the other tribes. They're listening. At least they've begun to listen. There's a distance between ears and deeds.
Because of what we did?
What you did.
It was for the mourners. I think it helped them.
You set them on the path. You can't know what their journeys hold. Such is the priest's lot. Perhaps a red robe would suit you.
Not me. Besides, your temple doesn't even take women.
We would be richer if we did. Go in light, my friend, and let the sun cast your way.
Thank you, Naman. Where I'm going, I could probably use all the light I can get.
Oh, let's see. First things first. It must be an errand. Okay, we want this, and let's take a moment, because I'm probably holding a big old number of treasure boxes. You know what? If these guys just hold rocks, I'm going to drop them. Hopefully these despawn eventually, or it's going to be awkward. Oh, hello. I have 2 skill points. I'm saving up for the ability to call a mount whenever I want. Hoarder would probably be a good next thing to get. And then I'll have to think about it a bit. The Sun Faith. 7 articles of the Sun Faith. 1. Over all the world rises and sets the great sun, as is plainly seen. To all plants, animals, machine, and men it gives life, and is plainly seen. Of all the tribes, none have scaled such heights as the Karja has, guided by the sun. Witnessing these things to be true each day, celebrating these things each day, we believe in the sun and its light gladly and without question. 2. Only the sun's rightful heir, born of the radiant line that dates back to Arman the founder, is the speaker of, or the sun. To him the sun's desires are revealed, and from his lips its desires are acted upon by men. He shall be known as the Sun King, and his word shall be law. 3. In all things we accept the sun's judgment. We offer our bared skin to it so it might burn our sins away. We partake of its renewal, wear its heat for a time, and our skin bears its flush. Its bronzed armor, we are made strong. In the cracking and peeling away of our old cells, we are made new. Eee. That's a sunburn, dude. You should do something about that. In the sun's light, we shall speak only in truth. We shall strike only in righteousness, and we shall act as we believe the sun so tasks us. When a shadow falls across us, we shall always remember our illumination. We shall not cast blame for ill fortune. We shall endure. In the coldness of the moon, we accept that there will be stillness and death and endings until dawn comes once more. We do this because there are 2 halves of nature, sun and shadow, and to deny one is to deny the whole of things. 5. As a twilight time came before us, ending the world of the ancients, so shall a twilight time come again, for this is the cycle of things. The buried shadow shall rise up to eclipse the sun's light and usher in a great and terrible change. Even knowing this, we are steadfast in our belief and trust that the sun will again bring a new dawn, as it did for our founders so long ago. 6. Holy Meridian shall forever be the seat of the Karja, the city of the sun, and the spire venerated as the mark of its founding. I bet that's the tower we saw when we first came up here. A Sun King born of the Radiant line shall always sit upon its throne, for without a speaker of the sun, its will is clouded. For either of these to be denied is to invite a twilight time upon us. 7. Clearly the Karja are the children of the sun and preeminent in its gaze, but so too does its light touch upon the barbarian tribes of the north, east, and south. It is the speaker of the sun's duty to interpret if the sun's gaze is directed in approval or reproach. So determined is the duty of the Karja to carry out the sun's will, even in places where the light does not reach. Well, that sounds like a good way to explain the red raids.
These Oseram merchants are going to put my family out of business if I'm not careful.
I hear King Avad is afraid.
I gotta go back down. I'm high on ammo. Could use a little more. We're good. We're good. Yeah, okay, we're loaded. Yo, and this is just... Are you coming with? No? Okay. I was gonna say, you know, I recently saw that there is a reading aloud tag on Twitch. I wonder if I should start putting that in my stream, since I will read text for people. Although I guess on a game like this that isn't so reading heavy for me, maybe not, but, you know, I go into an older game where there's not so much voice acting, I gotta do more reading, might be a good idea. Something to think about. Honestly, I try not to do too many of those games back to back. I'm getting okay with reading, but I don't like doing it all the time. Side quest.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
Dude, that armor.
Tell me what happened to your family. Maybe I can help.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate. Father sent me to get help.
What kind of machines? Where did they come from?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but Father never saw this coming.
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate. Fine tapestries, custom woodwork, silver fixtures.
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants. I hope they survived.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will? Oh, thank you.
I think we need to kill a Ravager for something else too, so it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Those machines are deadly.
Also, I was speaking over him. Sorry about that.
Something about hasn't got the stones to put an end to those traitors.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Both your parts.
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose I could buy just the one.
You'd buy the wrong one. So give the hunter her shards for both.
Of course. Here you are. If this is the price I have to pay.
The price you have to pay? The Snapmaw lens might just cover the loss we take on the other.
It won't sell for a loss, charcoal burner. You'd pay handsomely for a long-leg lens if you had an imagination.
I have an imagination. When you rattle that piece of junk around, I think of your skull.
I told you from the beginning this wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation, that we would have class.
And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get his hands dirty.
As you wipe machine oil on my silks.
Who wears a silk apron to the metal markets?
I do.
You two are married, aren't you? We can keep those soft chaps for later. Now, what was I thinking? I want to check my quests. Okay, Fatal Inheritance is nearby, so let's do it. Especially since I think it's for the lodge I need a Ravager kill.
Isn't the Savage East. Best behave yourself.
Woo.
This must be Ronamon's family estate.
Excuse me. And here's a safe place to creep. Okay, you're gonna come nearby and I'll just stealth kill you when you do. Or actually, we can do better. Why don't you help me out a little? Oh, crap! Okay, he took the other one out. All right. Back in hiding, back in hiding. We'll override this one to have him act as a distraction. Maybe I can come out to him when he comes back around. In the meantime, let's get a look at the Ravager. Okay, it's got a fire weakness, and it looks like there's power cells. That's shock weak. Breaking off that cannon would probably stop it from doing those. Firing like it did. does have, you know, if I lob a couple freeze bombs at it, I bet I can break that breeze canister on it. Come around, little guy. Why don't you help me out a little? Freeze bombs, we're gonna need them. Okay, I broke it. Nope, I did not break its cannon yet. Nope. Wait, that's good. Critical strike. I should probably start upgrading those when I can.
Without warning.
Okay.
Here we go again.
Where are you? I can't go up. There we go.
Oh, thank you. I didn't really believe anyone was coming for me. I think everyone else is dead.
Tell me what happened when the machines attacked.
There were screams. I came running. The Ravager ripped through the guards like dolls. My father pushed me into the larder. I heard him kill a watcher. Then, blasts from the Ravager's cannon. Silence. I tried opening the door, but he'd locked me in.
He saved your life.
And I'll never be able to thank him.
Do you have any idea where the machines came from, or why they attacked so suddenly?
We've been seeing more and more machines around here every year. That's why my father hired more guards. But they've never attacked like this before. I have no idea what caused it.
Stay here. I'm gonna have a look around.
I will. I need to take a moment with my father.
Okay, is there anything out here? Looks like there might be something over here.
I need to get in there and look at that thing. must be a way in.
I was about to say, they're not going to make me look through the haystack, are they? Hmm. Not sure it could be as simple as talking to her, but it's probably better to check for the workshop key around here.
There's something in one of the buildings I need to look at. Do you know how to get in?
Kindiv, our chamberlain, has a key. It's probably still on him. Oh, the poor man. He served my father for 16 years.
This must be the Chamberlain's remains. Dorati said I should have the key. Yes, here's the key.
Now we should be able to go in. I think the door was on this side.
That device is sending out a signal. Could be what attracted the machines. Okay, that should cut the signal. But someone put this here to call on the machines and kill everyone on the estate.
All right.
I found a lure. I think someone might have put it here deliberately to draw in the machines. Did your father have enemies?
Ranneman, my brother. First there was gambling, then stealing, then extortion. He swore vengeance when my father kicked him out.
It was Ranneman who begged me to come. He needed the machines cleared out to claim the property.
We can't let him. That murderous snake.
Can't let me do what, sister? Claim my inheritance?
We shared a creche, murderer. Have you no honor?
Oh, I guess not. But I will have this estate. When you meet father in the next life, tell him I'm enjoying his money. As for you, this little device will summon more machines. A lot easier than killing you myself.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen.
Okay.
Fire. Wait, we're on the wrong arrow type. Okay, that one's gone. 2 more. Oh, out of ammo. I'm surprised those watchers can hear anything, given they're on the other side of that wall. Oh, right. I should refill those. Those were nice for dealing with that Ravager.
Just go about your business.
I'm glad there are good people like you in the world. It helps to make up for scum like my brother. My father was always generous in his gratitude. A family tradition I would like to continue. Take this. I hope it will help you in your travels.
Wrong button. So let's see, what do I have left for quests right now? There is the camp, but I feel like I don't want to bother with that until we're ready for the Frozen Wilds, because it's right at the entrance, and we'd have to go there anyway then. On the other hand... Where are you exactly? Yeah, it's not near any way. I mean, if I go, I'd probably find a waypoint or two, and then I could use that to quickly get back later. But I'd rather wait until I actually have a need to go there. So that's going to sit for now. What about this? I think I said I'd go to decide I'd do Red Ridge Pass first. Not too long a run, we can do that. This is also one of the reasons I want to save up for that call mount skill. Long trips like this will be easier because I can just summon a mount and start running. The game kind of discourages fast travel because it's a resource in this game. Oh man, I used to have. I should start picking up Ridgewood again. I'm actually getting relatively lowish. Probably because rattlers take up some, use their ammo so
Stocking up.
quick. Oh, top me off.
That'll help.
He said I needed to lift. He'd do. Hi. I gotta. Come on, hurry up. Don't mind me, buddy. Sorry. You know what? I'm pretty sure that's a Glinthawk, and I don't want to deal with him right now. See ya. Make a save, it's been a little while. I like to keep roughly 200-ish Ridgewood on me when I can. That's a Ravager. Did I need to run a Ravager kill? I need a Ravager. I need a Ravager, a Stalker, and then 3 Sawtooths. Okay. Guess what, buddy? You just volunteered. think we decided... Yeah, freeze him down. Uh-oh. He's got buddies coming. Not the end of the world if I die. I just made a save. There we go.
Unleash the power of
We're leaving now. I'll just go ditch you here. I'm far enough along.
It's Erend. And he's in trouble.
Critical, take it down.
I'm glad that's over with. Thanks for the help. Come on over here and have a word.
Just a moment, gotta grab some stuff.
Come on, what are you waiting for? What, you don't feel like talking?
What are you doing out here all alone? Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know, take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober, so no.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking straight at least.
Don't get used to it.
Tell me exactly what happened to Ursa. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men? But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot. Or maybe she thought... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day and the corpses of some Shadow Karja cowards. It was an ambush. The Shadow Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Erend.
Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this, they'll be sorry too.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new Shadow Karja threat, I don't know.
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us. And Ursa most of all. She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
All right. Show me where Ursa fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Come on, follow me.
All right. Excuse me a moment.
Why would Ursa come all the way out here?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Is this Shadow Karja territory?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cleft.
We did find what seemed like a couple minutes earlier. Might have been them.
Alright, this is it. Where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or something. Please.
Around a corpse.
I need to
They
find
look
the
like
bastards that did this.
Smears. These look like drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
See some medicinal plants I can grab. There we go. Let's grab stuff along the way and do a manual save because we haven't done one all stream. Part of me suspects quick saving might just go into the last manual slot, but
I get why they wanted Ursa dead. But why fake an ambush?
There's more to this, and we're gonna figure it out.
The ancient vessels are mugs.
These guys aren't Shadow Karja. They're from my tribe, the Oseram.
Is this how your people usually greet each other?
It's gonna rain death.
Keep it up! Hit him!
You're dead.
Don't lose your wits, or anything else.
Gonna be that close, might as well get the rattler out. Oh. That's a shot to the head.
You're not gonna see it coming. Uh-oh. What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Keep them guessing.
Oh, we are dead. Yeah, we're not gonna survive this. Yep. Couldn't dodge far enough.
What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Yeah. Stop shooting, please.
Out already?
I broke it. He can't shoot anymore. There we go. That's one of them down. Wait. Frost bombs. Damn it. But that does remind me, they do have that thing with a...
What's that?
Yeah, I think it was a frost weakness.
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Oh, out of ammo. Could you not? It's at least a little help.
Asaram, not Shadow Karja. Looks like I was wrong about everything, as usual. Please, use that second sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it.
And first...
What are those leather straps? So much blood. Those rocks, they're shattered. These look like Vanguard weapons. Armor straps, cut with a knife. And a rock with blood on it. A lot of people died here. A massacre. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before. There's no blood on them. Ursa's men didn't fight back.
More to find, it seems. Okay, I'm missing something somewhere.
Looks like you could mount some equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power cell.
There's a crate in here. Let's go grab it.
This is Ursa's helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but it must have been here. All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory. But it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the Oseram ambushed Ursa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the Vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
But why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ursa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough so it could have been anyone, even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right...
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Interesting. Alright, get some extra potions out because I'm going to need them.
Never know when you might need these.
That's enough for something. This does me a favor that if I override a machine and it survives the fight, it's not going to eventually turn on me. Useful. Oh, this reminds me. We've almost maxed out our quiver. I think it should be 4 upgrades per thing. Good time for a quick save.
For later.
We'll just creep by this guy. There we go.
I need this.
Yep, he saw ya. Just start running. Strider's fortunately more inclined to run. Though you usually get one that'll pick a fight anyway.
Gonna need this.
Well, these guys are really susceptible to rattlers because of that huge weak spot on their front. Seriously? Definitely want to improve that critical strike. Got a Ravager. You know what? I do not need to deal with 2 Ravagers right now. See you around. You know what? Because I guess you just get more machines at night or something, but this is getting a little ridiculous. Let's just fast travel. Besides, it's about 10:30. I want to see if I can make a little bit more progress. Oh no, that's interesting. Okay, this would be worth getting hold of. If I can get a fox skin and enough fatty meat, I can have unlimited fast travel. Which would make getting around a lot easier. I should probably keep an eye out for foxes. That's something to keep in mind now.
Meridian. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
Alright.
No one goes into the palace without an invitation.
Oh, there you are.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Murad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, the machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
So when someone says they're blameless, does that mean they think they're you? I'm not apologizing for that one.
Passed by some Outlander woman? Unacceptable. I've been here for 2 hours, and this Nora going to the front of the line.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. And she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
This guy seems decent enough.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
It also sounds like he's got some greater plans for this place beyond simple, hey, could we stop killing everyone?
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the Claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
You know, funny thing with the Sunfall fort there. It'd be funny if that showed up if that's in game as a bandit camp. Just saying.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Excuse me. So we met the Sun King. He's a pretty stand-up guy, it seems. Founding a Meridian. Okay. Founding a Meridian. We are Karja. In us is the blood of those laid by our men from persecution and pursuit so long ago. Out of the far savage east we came, guardians of a treasure greater than a land of metal, the leaves of the old ones. Our men found the leaves in a ruin, picked out by a beam of sunlight. He recognized at once their importance. Bin was etched the first teachings of how to observe the sun, to recognize its guidance, and to understand a place of man. From out the leaves came the first glyphs, the first writing, so our knowledge could last longer than voices. Interesting to note here, I don't think we encountered any writing until we got here. So writing might very much... We don't know how much was lost in the apocalypse or how bad it was. It's possible writing is a lost art that they've only rediscovered, but we don't know the specifics. When our forefathers offered to share this gift, they were driven out by those they had once called tribe folks. These ones feared to have the light of knowledge brought to bear on their ignorance, or were jealous of its power. So began the long wandering of our people, trusting only that the sun would guide them and deliver them from the barbarian tribes. Sounds like they might have got kicked out of the Nora. I do believe the Nora... No, wait. Nora to the north or the east? I want to say they're to the east. It's possible the leaves are something technological in nature. The path was hard and marked by the stones of families who fell along the wayside. In our man's own, the persecution was unceasing. Those without purpose only the desire to debase and destroy, but the faith of the Karja was rewarded with a distant vision. Tower like a solid ray of the sun, holding on the horizon, flashing. Even as their enemies descended upon them, Araman followed the light of the Glint Hawks, leading his people through looming canyons and teeming jungles. Again, they saw the tower, so close now it seemed to reach the very sun itself, and they saw that the glint hawks perched upon it. Beheld in the light of the sun, the tower, the spire, cast its long shadow upon a mesa across the verdant valley. Excuse me. Sorry. Erman knew he had found a heaven for the tribe, and this was a place shunned by those without his faith, who cowered from the magnificence of the spire of the shining feathers of the glint hawks. He named the place Meridian, from a passage in the leaves. Must have been a geography book. And the tribe settled in the protection of the great mesa. They found the site was blessed in every respect, carving their cliff houses from the bounteous resources, and in time from the red rock of the mesa itself, crowning it with the first column of the City of the Sun. Truly, the sun gave much to the descendants of our forefathers, granting Meridian great harvest and prosperity, and the bounds of the sundom for as far as the light touched. In time, seeing Meridian shielded us from the dark arrows and plots of our foes, other foreigners brought trade and tribute. Holy Meridian, without fire and sun, there would be no Meridian. But now and forevermore, it stands as a monument to both, and the glory of Arman and the founders is reflected anew in each Sun King of the Radiant line and the noble houses of the Sun Court. I should... Excuse me, don't know what's going on with me today. Where are we on, like... Where does this want me to go? This wants me all the way up there. I should go find Olin. He's closer. Alright. You can turn off. Okay. I also want to keep an eye out for foxes. I need a fox skin and some fatty meat, because if I can get that item that gives unlimited fast travel, that'd be a boon. Because I swear most of my streams in this game right now are me just kind of wandering about. Have I not seen this? Liberation of Meridian, an official account as scribed by the reckoners of the Sun Priests and marked with the emblems of truth by being Varen, who witnessed these events. In the 21st year of the 13th Sun King Duran's reign, the twilight time of his madness, the Sun King's own favorite heir was put to death. The Radiant Ataman's crime was to demand an end to its father's act of bloodshed, and his sacrifice set that end in motion. Duran's second heir, the Radiant Avad, we just met him, fled Meridian at dusk with his honor guard, soldiers loyal to him over the Sun King. All night they traveled northwards, knowing that come the dawn they would be branded as traitors and marked for death. So it was that Duran made that proclamation. They had already traveled far, and in time they did reach the edge of the Sundom, and crossed into Osram territory. Ravad was canny, and planned to negotiate terms with the Osram. He knew he had an ally among them, Ursa, a fierce Osram warrior with whom Avid had a long and unusual history. 2 years earlier, Ursa had been brought to Meridian as a captive, destined to be sacrificed, but she survived the Sun Ring, killing 2 kestrels by her own hand. Thus did she earn the honor of being made a palace slave, and in this role came to know Prince Avad. A rare friendship was formed, and Avad conspired to free his friends, whom returned at once to the Osram homeland. Now, desperate for allies, Avad sought out the Osram he had hoped to free. Ursa had ties to the warlords and freebooters who resisted the Red Raids. With Ursa's might and Avad's keen strategy, they could raise a war band and move to overthrow Duran. And as a rightful heir to the throne of the Sun, Avad hoped to inspire many of his people to rebel, so sparing Meridian from the drawn-out war. Yeah, I'm getting close, Miko. There's also the viewer average, but I figure by the time I hit 50 followers, I will probably hit that as well. I'll probably give a report on it on Twitter once the next month starts, because then it'll be just that month and about Yeah, it would be about a month and a half to meet the goal. As you can see in my stream title, I have a bot command about it. Also, hi. Anyway, after months of preparation, Avad and his allies crossed the border and marched on Meridian. As word of their advance spread, many Carja soldiers fled back to the city, laid down their arms, or even joined the liberators. Yet wise Avad knew that Jiran's faithful would defend Meridian to the last man, even sacrificing the lives of its citizen if it would hold the city against siege. He found Kestrels and city guard already set on the walls, ready to face arrow and shot. But Avad's Oseram allies had brought new weapons never seen before beneath the sun, thundering cannons strong as machines. Avad permitted them to fire their salvos on the outer walls, bringing many defenders down with great carnage. As the smoke cleared, the liberators attacked in 3 groups. One scaled the walls beneath the Temple of the Sun, another took to the aqueducts of the palace, while the main force overcame the barricade city gates with cannon fire. They were the final blast fired at the Holy City, and Avad forbade any further destruction. I'll comment on that once. Let me finish reading this first before I get too sidetracked. In the streets, too many scenes of brutality and chaos played out to recount. Among the terrible miasma of blood and smoke, the Sun Ring's slave pits were opened and hundreds spilled out, desperate to escape. Many of Jiran's supporters seized their chance to flee with this flood of unfortunates. The day had turned, and seeing his forces much reduced, the Sun King Jiran ordered his trusted Kestrels take Idamen, his sole remaining heir, from the city. Hellas, terror of the sun, cleaved a path through Meridian from east to west, striking down all in his way, ally and foe alike. The savagery of Hellas and his Kestrels could not be matched, and so it was that Idamen, his mother and Queen Nasadi, and the High Sun Priest Havas escaped. Avad confronted Jiran in his Larium. He had hoped his father would answer for his crimes honorably, but seeing this could not be so. With great anguish, he struck him down, and the murder of a true Sun King is an unthinkable act, and surely would plunge the world into shadow. Jiran's death proved that the sun had renounced his legitimacy. Yes, sun had turned to shadow on the throne of Meridian, and it was a light that drove the shadow out of the west, where it remained to this day. So was the cycle of things corrected in this first year of the reign of the 14th Sun King, the Radiant Avad. So, just to know, I think the follower goal is only going to stick around until... basically until I hit it. Then if I still need it, I might switch it to the viewer average. Once it's done, I will... once I hit the numbers, might just note, like... I'll just probably make a note that I am eligible for affiliate and will hopefully get it soon. Once I hit it, I don't really have a follower goal. I'm not considering it. Even with me hitting affiliate, it would be way too soon to consider partner. I'm not even sure I want to bother with that. But for now, it's like, yeah, hoping to have hit affiliate before the 1-year anniversary on May 20th. Want to go to the evacuation site? Yes. 1042, 1042. You know what? Let's see if we can at least get there. If we're lucky, it's not a huge event. I will finish with this either, if we can.
Keeping the city safe.
This has been a pretty cool game so far. And I'd actually been meaning to stream it for months, and luck would have it, that's how the voting fell. It's a little early to say on it, but I'm thinking after this I'm going to vote for a Souls-like. Not Elden Ring, I'm afraid. I am planning to buy it in like a week or so. But... like, my preference with streaming... I don't have anything against Elden Ring, but my preference with streaming games is I like ones that are about a couple of years old at least. I like to know the DLC is out, the patches have been deployed, you know, all that stuff. Plus, the thing about Elden Ring right now is Twitch is probably something of a monolith on that front. I wouldn't be surprised if anyone checking their followers page right now is just seeing Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring. And I mean, I know people want to see it. I'm sure it's a great game. But I kind of want to be the guy who's reliably playing something else when Twitch gets overtaken by a single game like that. Because as somebody who's been a viewer for a long time, it's really annoying when my followers list goes to a single game.
Oh,
Side quest.
Don't bother me, Outlander. I don't need a mercenary, I need a miracle. Someone who can tell me who slaughtered my men.
I'm a good tracker. Maybe I can help. What happened?
Mass murder. That's what. 5 night guards shredded like cabbage out there in the quarry.
5 men murdered? How?
Don't know. One was a buddy from before the liberation. We worked this quarry together as slaves for the Mad King. My friend, may he walk forever in the light, knew how to fight. Fiends who did this must have had stealth or numbers.
I will note, I checked my follow list, and a bunch of announcers of people I follow on Twitch earlier. Almost all of them were either Elden Ring or waiting room for Elden Ring or announcing, hey, I'm streaming Elden Ring. It's just, again, nothing against the game, but it is going to annoy slightly that that's going to just overload Twitch for a few weeks.
Could machines have killed them?
Don't see how. The quarry is fenced and gated, and I've never seen a Glinthawk do anything like this.
Anything strike you as strange or out of the ordinary?
Well, let's see, oh yeah, chunks of corpses, gushing blood. Sorry. Pressure's getting to me. Not used to murder. Nah, nothing unusual. Well, except we've been doing a little blasting lately, and Saravad said, no, that's just stupid.
I'm wondering what's with the hat, because he's not the first person we've seen him with it. It looks like he has his underwear on his head.
You've been using explosives?
Sure, to clear away bedrock and get to the good stuff. We do it for a week or so every year, but that's got nothing to do with the dead. They were torn apart, not blown up.
What exactly did Saravad say?
Ah, nothing. Kept babbling about a pile of rocks out there. Said he didn't remember it from yesterday. I told him that this here is a quarry, where we move rocks all day. So rocks getting moved ain't so surprising, lunkhead.
I'll have a look around the quarry.
If you think it'll help.
Oh, you're in for it.
Okay, change of plans. We do this. Actually, we should come back to this. Because it's 24 and I'm only 22. Let's go for here instead. Give me a quick save.
Up to their usual standard.
It's 46. You know what? I'm probably a good couple minutes out. I'm betting it's going to take about maybe 15, 20 minutes to do, and it's already 10:46. Let's stop here. I don't want to risk getting in the middle of it, because last week I had to bail out in the middle of things because my head started going funny. I don't want to risk having to bail out in the middle of things again because it's getting too late. So we'll stop here. Let me find someone to raid. And thanks for everyone who stopped by. So, wait. Wrong window open. Here we go. Who's doing something interesting? AKA, can I find somebody who's not streaming Elden Ring? Rule of thumb I go by is I try to find someone who's streaming something interesting. You know what? Is Wandering Newbie still at it? He was playing some, No, it looks like he's gone. He was, before I started, he was actually playing Fire Emblem. He does a lot of strategy RPGs. Pretty cool. You know what? Let me see if he's not showing up in my followers list for some reason, but I do follow him. Is Dr. CDCS out? No, wait. No, he streams Fridays, right? It's Thursday. I'm getting confused. know what? Aquas is a pretty cool retro streamer, and he seems to be playing everyone's golf. Let's go say hi to him. Yeah. Which, it's actually weird I'm getting confused, because I know this week is the MechWarrior collab on Friday, so I'll be doing that tomorrow. Next Friday, I'm starting a new game. Sunday will be Borderlands 3. And Tuesday, I'm back to this. Meanwhile, enjoy golf. See everyone later.